The solution to the distribution of bedbugs. Bedbugs are insects that do not have wings. They are roughly shaped oval. They measure, once fully grown, from 4 to 5 millimeters long. You might find the next piece of information unexpected, but bedbugs are fast runners. They are easy to see on white linoleum or marble floors, but very difficult to see on brown wooden floors. The reason for this is because bedbugs are rust brown in color, and they even change into a deeper red-brown when they finish a meal. But the fact is that bedbugs are flat, and this assists their distribution. Since they're so thin, they can squeeze in and out and fit in very narrow cracks and crevices, often ones that may be found on the floor. Because of their great skillful hiding, bedbugs are very hard to detect. Bedbug distribution also adds up to many pieces of information about the two main species of bedbugs that bite human beings. First is the common bedbug, more scientifically called Cimex lectularis. This kind of bedbug is found in any crevice as long as it is around room temperature. They are of greater distribution in Australia, however, because may it be remote or urban, common bedbugs do not care only as long as they're distributed to an area that copes well with their needs. Another kind of bedbug is the tropical bedbug, or Cimex hemipteris. This bedbug has been guessed to be distributed in the tropics a long time ago. However, it was only recently recognized by the medical entomology department. This department can tell you more information about the distribution of the Cimex hemipteris in the tropics. Bedbugs are also distributed finely in human dwellings, bat caves, and birds' nests. In truth, the habitats that they live in have been recently mentioned. The ones we've talked about are the ones found to be the most suitable for these said bedbugs. Why? It seems to be quite obvious, and bedbugs are distributed to these habitats because of their warm weather and the host they can feed on in those locations. However, you must always remember that bedbugs are never evenly distributed throughout the environment. You're going to come to notice that instead of being distributed in the environment, bedbugs are distributed mainly in arbor-ridges. When human dwellings are the subject, the arbor-ridges are inclusive of the crack and crevices that you can find. Sometimes not find in your house's walls, behind your wallpaper, furniture, and wood paneling, or even under your carpeting. Bedbugs are more usually not so prone to activity during the nighttime hours, but they'll feed on anything during the day, especially when hunger strikes them. So most likely, these said bedbugs would be distributed to trees and leaves and roots and absolutely anything that they can land on and strike their fancy. Bedbugs can also be distributed to clothing, in bedding, or even your luggage. However, much to their dismay, they do not have appendages that could allow them to cling, possibly to hair feathers or fur. This is going to bring up the conclusion that bedbugs leave to feast on their host, but once done with that thing that they do, they leave their host since they have nothing to cling with in the first place. Adult bedbugs live exclusively as parasites that feed mainly on warm-blooded animals. The best example and probably the most usual would be human beings. Since bedbugs can be distributed to poor housing conditions, then it would be conclusive that the infestations of bedbugs can be found in these places too. And if these bedbugs, they do get distributed to domestic premises, then the promise is that the room that they're going to be living in, the most likely room of attack is the bedroom. You already know the fact that bedbugs are distributed to cracks and crevices where they most typically hide, but you probably would find this quite surprising. Throughout this essay, have you ever wondered or asked yourself why these bugs are called bedbugs? Well, it's because they love to distribute themselves in bedrooms, specifically in the vicinity of where the host, in this case human beings, that's right, us, where we sleep. Oftentimes, they would even live in the host sleeping place itself, right in our beds. Its distribution in bedrooms are also inclusive of bed frames, behind skirting or wallpaper, and the mattress itself.